Good morning and sliding into afternoon. Judy here, also known as Nana Judy Allen in San Antonio, Texas. And it is Friday. Whoop whoop. And I am looking forward to the weekend. I don't know about you. But first, today we're going to sit there and we're going to make an alternative with a bag. Actually, we're sort of doing what they gave you as an idea on back of the instructions for this kit. I'll show it to you and then you'll see what we're going to do. Meanwhile, I'm going to also show you what we already created, all right? Let's go down the hands and let's do this. It's Friday, right? So today we're going to make a gift bag, all right? So these are some of the ones we've already created, but today we're going to stamp on our gift bag. So I'm going to put these aside. And these are the cards we've already created. Put them aside. So these are alternatives. These are the ones we did last week, just showing you by changing colors around, right? Just changing colors around how something can look different. All right, so let's do this today. So here is our bag. So the important thing, first of all, is we don't want to leave it flat like it came in the box, okay? And we're going to go ahead and do some stamping. And we may stamp off first. I've already got the pumpkin. We're going to stamp some pumpkins on here and some stems. And let's see how dark this is going to look. Because keep in mind, when we stamp on this brown, it may look a little different, but just to show you what it's going to look like in white. And if we stamp off again, we're going to get a little bit lighter color. So I'm going to clean my stamp there. And that's sort of what we're going to do, all right? So yes, by all means, if you're out there, be sure to say hello because next weekend is where we're going to do the new paper pumpkin kit. And that is when we give away door prizes. So whatever comments you made during the week, now see I accidentally stamped that, I didn't mean to do that one. So this is just the top of the pumpkin. Just busy trying to watch the screen in case you commented. So yes, so the last Sunday of the month, I don't know the exact date right now, but that is when we have door prizes. We also do freebie Fridays from time to time, but anyway, that is for sure at the end of the month. So basically all you gotta do is leave an emoji, comment or something like that. Let me do this side. And just something we can, get your name and be able to put you in the door prize drawing. And if you win, then we just ask you to sit there and give us your mailing address, okay? So I'm going to stamp off once and then I'm going to stamp here. All right, so it's just going to be, it's not going to be heavy duty, it's just going to be lightly there. So it's not going to be overwhelming in color for the bag itself and design. So we're going to stamp this a couple of times. In just a minute, I'll show you what it looks like on what they had. So really and truly, if you wanted, if you really wanted this pumpkin to wrap around, that would be easy to do, right? And maybe we'll do one like that. Well, darn. Might have to get another bag. That's what it's gonna say. So yeah, I'm just gonna line it back up. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. If it doesn't do right, then I'll just get another one out. Okay, let me just get another bag out. All right, I'm not sure on my stamp. You know what? So that's the main thing, right? Is don't sweat the small stuff. I can put a white tag or something over that, but for some reason, I don't want to stamp right. Yes, and I've got orange on my fingers. So let me get us another handy dandy one right there. No, that one's missing the top. I already did that one. So let's see here. Let me get another bag for us. Yeah, so these are treat bags, and I didn't get a tag either, but we'll get one. Okay, so this is going to flop over, so this is how we know this is the side, and it could be, I don't feel the seam, maybe, I don't know. All right, let's do it again, though. So let me show you what we're working at accomplishing. Hello, Bertner. So this is what they gave us in the kit to inspire us, right? So ours is going to sort of be similar to that. You can see where they actually stamped some pumpkins together. So I'm just going to do that again. This one did just fine. It was just the other side. It didn't want to do the inking all the way. Okay, that one did fine again. I'm just wondering if there's a seam. So that's something to think about, right? If there's a seam or something that's right here. I'm just going to put this one here. Okay, that one came out fine too. Alright, so I'm not sure what the deal was, but I'm going to take a post-it note now. I'm just going to put it right here. And I'm going to stamp a third one here. All right, so it's gonna look like I sat there and maybe it won't. It should be given right an image. So there's actually some seams or something in this, on the back of this, that's picking up. So if you see this right here, I can see it now. I can see it right there. So just keep that in mind. I really couldn't feel it, but I can see it. All right, so then we're just gonna sit there and add. I'm gonna clean this off again. I'm gonna use my Wink Castella because that'll help me out too. And if I needed some help, I could also use my blender pen, which we can do that. Let's see what we can do. So main thing is, I would tell you, is don't sweat the small stuff, right? If there's a seam, like I couldn't feel it, because you're gonna have to do it that way. I mean, you could, I guess, let's see here if I put it in this way. See, the box is like this, so there's no way. So we can do this. See if we can see that. So then I'm just going to take here and I'm just going to help fill some of that in because it didn't quite do like I wanted it to. Right? It feels like that's a little on the dry side. So you could take even your Wink Castella, if you sat there and do that just a little bit, you would be able to possibly pick up some of the color. It just depends because, you know, this isn't cardstock. This is a special type of paper that they got to sit there and do this. So it's not going to quite act like we're used to on our cardstock. But I can at least come through here and do this, right? Just make it look a little bit more. Pumpkins are all different colors, right? So I don't sweat that. I mean, people even got black pumpkins out, purple pumpkins. Okay, so that's all I did. And then I'm going to take this here, we're going to stamp the stem. See if I can say stem. Alright, and the stem is just right down here. It's in the kit. So you just have to turn it, right? Again, I'm going to just stamp it so we can see what it's going to look like. Okay, I think that's going to be fine. So I'm just going to sort of line it up with some of the stuff right here. So it looks like this is designed right here for that little spot for it to go like there. So you can just line it up. And see how nice that works? So this color I picked up is Pecan Pie. And I think, I'm not sure if we have it in one of our paper pumpkin kits yet or not. I know we do pecan pie, pumpkin pie is the orange one. So we do have that one in previous kits if you got kits a while back. And then we just stamp the stems right there. And you know what? We can stamp one more right down there. Because it looks like what they did. And that's fine too. Alright, so we have our cluster there. So from here we just put the box together. Not the box, the treat bag. Or bag, you know, might not want to treat, might want to put a gift in here. I don't know. That's totally up to you, right? You know, if you were having a party, you could have these little bags and have them right by people's plates if you wanted to give them something. All right, so we're going to assemble the bag now, all right? So we've already done that. But we'll go ahead and get this one done right here. I'm going to fold this in. Just so we've got our score lines and all, okay? Then we can poke them back out so you can see them. And all we're going to do is take the tear and tape and put it on the ends. All right? So, I'm going to go ahead and get these in first. So, I'm going to put these on the outside because the bottom of it's actually going to touch the other sides of the box I'm going to do. And we're going to do this one here on the outside too. So, you can see how it's just going to shape up, right? You can stamp this as much as you want, right? Because the stamp set also has flowers on it. So could have easily done that. And then let's see here. So these are going to fold in first. And then we're going to do this one here and like this. Alright, so I'm going to put my tape right down there on that end right there. So it's always good to know where you're going, right? Just makes it easier as you go to put the box together. And it's just easier to do. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this down. Oop, let me do that there. Alright, so when I fold this one out, I'm just going to fold these guys in just like this. I'm just going to make sure that it folds nicely in the square, right? I'm going to do this thing here too. I'm just going to tuck it in over here, just like this. Okay? I'm not worried about this here because I'm going to catch that on the last one. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one off here. And then we're just, I think I did that the other day, the same thing. Okay, that is the thing. I did do that the other day. All right, let's see how we're gonna fix that. Right, there's always something to fix something. All right, I did do that. Well, I can say one thing. I am consistent, right? So if I did something incorrectly, I seem to be consistent. You know why? Because when I sit there and I make my own boxes or my own bags, I sit there and have it go all the way to the corner. So I'm thinking that same thing right there. So that's not happening, but we'll go ahead. I'm just going to cover it with this. Because nobody's going to know or care about that, right? All they're going to care about is the treat in the bag. Alright, so here's my now new opportunity. You'd almost think today for me was a Monday instead of a Friday. Because my day is, I don't know about you, but my day has sort of gone crazy. Like I couldn't get the printer to work, or my computer to talk to the printer to work, my program. So Word the document program. Okay, there you go. Fixed it that way. Okay, so now, so these are already scored just a little bit, so it'll actually come in like this. And then they have it where this is designed so you can put this flap closed with a dimensional. Which is fine, because you know what I did with the dimensional? I think they did theirs a little bit larger. I did mine a little bit smaller because when I do this, I would just peel that off when I'm ready to use this. But for the moment, it'll stay closed for me, right? Like this. So now I'm going to decorate it with the stuff that's in the kit. So this is in the kit here, so I'm just going to put a little tearing tape on here. And we're going to stick it to the flap, right? Now, so when we do this, you gotta keep in mind that somebody's gotta be able to open it. We're not trying to seal it, so everything's gonna be attached to the top of the flap here, right? So that's the main thing. So we're just gonna attach it just like this here on the flap. So you wanna make sure, I need to make sure since I just did the other one, I'm gonna see, so when I do the flap, you can see that it's right here. Okay, so the adhesive needs to be above the flap that the person will be able to tear this open. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add these two here, and I'm just going to put them on here with dimensionals. Again, everything's going to go above here up on the flap. That's going to be the key to it. So I'm just going to put these up here at the top. And so everything we do is going to be at the top, right? So I'm going to do this right here to the side. And again, you can see it's attached to the top, all right? And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to even attach this here. So this one, I'm actually going to attach it to the pumpkin, but I'm actually going to do it so this is going to even give more height, right? So that's how we get all that depth and look that we have. And that's depth, as in D-E-P-T-H. And then from here, we're going to do a tag, and we're going to wrap ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap the ribbon because I can. And again, I'm just making sure it's like right here so you can see the layering. See, I made sure it's stuck to the pumpkin, and we got our layering. If you wanted to, we could put one more right there. Because they always give you extras, so you can do whatever you want, right? That's the beauty of it all. You can always do extras. Alright, so there we go. There's our layering right there. Okay, now we're going to tie some ribbon around here. So I actually brought choices. They've got a nice dark ribbon. I actually got a more fall colored ribbon versus the dark. And I think I like this one, just to be different, right? Alright, so I'm just going to take this ribbon, and I'm going to actually leave enough so I can hopefully make a bow while we're live. So I'm going to put some extra on here. And then we're going to, so they actually got theirs coming behind. So that's fine, we can come right behind just like this. Our color's not the same, but that's alright. I got a nice, pretty, bright orange. And I am going to make sure I've got the two of these lined up. There we go. And this just makes a nice, pretty gift, right? And I've got the For You ready to be stamped. So we can put a nice little tag on this for somebody. So so I'm designing this for you now. So the thing is, as I go to get this away, I'm going to have to undo it. So I just work on tugging it until I get my bow the way I want it, right? So this ribbon is nice and shiny, so it's not like cotton, right? Because cotton is a little bit thicker and all, but you can see through the glitter and all that this is just pretty ribbon. I took that accidentally a little more. Okay, and I'm fine, you know, I'm fine. I don't care if your bow's on both sides and they got ribbon on both sides, right? It's about giving somebody a gift. There we go. I'm not going to mess with it too much more at the moment because I got to undo it again to put something in there because I've got some special peeps I'm going to be seeing. But I am going to put some on. Let's see if get my glitter pen. Let me get that wink of steel. I like all my special peeps to have a little sparkle going on there, right? Doesn't matter who I give the gift to. I want to put a little sparkle in their life one way or the other. Whether it's a nice smile or whatever. It's all about creating, sharing, and giving, right? Trying to make someone's day. So that's all I'm doing. Just adding a little, it looks like I'm painting it, which I am. But it's just nice to see all the sparkle, right? So if you do it sideways, you can see that sheen and sparkle going on there. And that's what we're looking to do. So that is how easy it is to sit there and create a treat bag. Now we just have to have our tag and we're done. We're done. So, if you do it right the first time, right? That's what it's all about. If you do it right the first time, it won't take you that long. If you did the bottom differently than I did and had to go fix it or have an opportunity for creativity, then that's just what you do too, right? So, let me stamp this here for you. I'll put it on there. And we're actually done with. That's how quick and easy it is. Right? So there's no reason why you can't go out there and make someone's day just by creating and giving them a gift, right? Just creating and giving them a gift. I'll clean it in just a second. Let me get this on here. So we're just going to tuck this in here like this. I'm going to find my opening first. There's an opening in here. Maybe not. Okay, so you do what I just did. You got to sit there and either leave enough opening, or in this particular case, I tell you what, we're just going to stick it in right down there. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive here. I do have glue dots, but I'm saving them for something else. And I'm just going to tuck it in here, just like this, wherever I want it. And the adhesive is going to get it to stick. Okay, so there you go, for you. You can do it sideways if you want to. Yeah, there you go. We can do it sideways too. So there you go. It was that easy. So I hope you enjoyed that, right? It's all about creating, sharing, and giving. That's the most important, right? Giving. So with that, I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, be sure to follow us here on Facebook as well as on YouTube, right? Where we post our videos, and you can also post our photos on Instagram. With that, be blessed. Have an amazing weekend. And I look forward to seeing you next week on Teach Me Nana. Bye.